Have you ever stopped to wonder, what if everything you see, hear, and experience isn't real? What if reality as we know it is nothing more than an elaborate illusion? Look around you for a moment. The space, the sounds, the sensations, they feel solid, trustworthy. But could they be deceiving you? Today we're diving into one of the most profound and puzzling questions humanity has ever asked. Is reality an illusion? Let's start with the basics. What is reality? For most of us, it seems simple enough. It's the world we encounter through our senses. We feel the warmth of the sun on our skin, hear the hum of traffic, and taste the sweetness of chocolate. But here's where things get messy. All of those sensations, everything we believe to be real, are ultimately constructed inside our brain. What you perceive as reality is your mind's best guess, pieced together from signals processed by your sensory organs. In other words, you never truly experience the external world directly, only your brain's interpretation of it. This brings us to our first mind-bending philosophical idea, Plato's allegory of the cave. Imagine humans chained inside a cave. Their entire experience of reality consists of shadows projected onto a wall, cast by objects behind them. In this story, the shadows are all they know. They believe the shadows are reality. But what happens if one person breaks free and steps outside the cave? They discover the true world, the vast, vibrant reality beyond the dim shadows. Plato's allegory serves as a reminder. What if we, in our daily lives, are still in the cave, mistaking shadows for the truth, unable to comprehend the full picture? The idea that reality might be illusory doesn't stop at philosophy. Scientific discoveries have only deepened this mystery. Consider quantum mechanics, one of the most mind-boggling fields in modern science. At the smallest scales of existence, reality behaves in ways that defy common sense. Take particles like electrons or photons. They don't act like solid objects obeying clear rules. Even crazier is that these particles might not settle into a definite state until observed. That's right, observation itself influences reality. This phenomenon, called the observer effect, suggests that reality may not exist independently of our consciousness, but only takes shape when we look at it. If you're beginning to feel like a character in a sci-fi movie, you're not alone. And then we have the simulation hypothesis, popularized by thinkers like Nick Bostrom. Imagine for a moment that you're living inside a computer simulation, an intricately programmed universe so convincing that you can't tell it isn't real. Sound far-fetched? Not necessarily. As our own technology rapidly advances, we're beginning to simulate entire worlds with shocking accuracy. If future civilizations could create simulations detailed enough to fool their inhabitants, the odds that our world is base reality might be frighteningly slim. Are we just avatars in someone else's game? No definitive proof exists, but some researchers speculate strange behaviors in nature, patterns that behave suspiciously like computer code, might hint at such a possibility. Neuroscience takes this idea further by showing us how easily the brain can be tricked. Optical illusions, false memories, and even hallucinations show that our perception of reality can be wildly distorted. So it begs the question, if your mind is so easily fooled, how much can you truly trust your senses in the first place? Of course, not everybody agrees with the idea that reality might be an illusion. Philosophical materialists argue that the physical world must be real, because our ability to measure it through science is undeniable. But even this perspective doesn't escape the deeper questions. But let's take a step back for a moment, because questioning reality isn't just about high-tech theories or quantum weirdness. Even our own biology gives us reasons to doubt the solidity of our experience. Take dreams, for instance. When you dream, the world you inhabit can feel just as real as waking life. You see faces, hold conversations, taste food, all within a reality that exists entirely in your brain. It feels legitimate, but when you wake up, the illusion shatters. If your mind can create such convincing illusions during sleep, what's stopping it from doing the same thing while you're awake? How would you even know? If reality is fundamentally governed by physical laws, where did those laws come from? Why does anything exist at all? And then there's idealism, another philosophical view, which flips materialism entirely on its head. Idealists argue that consciousness, not physical matter, is the fundamental truth. Reality, they claim, exists only as an idea within conscious minds. Could the universe itself simply be a vast dream, fueled by awareness? As intriguing as these ideas are, there's another layer to consider: whether reality being real or illusion even matters. After all, illusion or not, your experiences feel real to you. You laugh, cry, love, and lose, regardless of whether the world is objective or subjective. And maybe that, in itself, is something real, something worth holding on to. So, is reality an illusion? As with many great philosophical questions, the answer remains elusive. Perhaps we really are stuck in Plato's cave, mistaking shadows for the truth. Or perhaps everything we see, no matter how illusory or incomplete, is still a meaningful part of the larger puzzle. But here's what's truly fascinating. The act of questioning itself, wondering whether reality is real, is something uniquely human. So what do you think? Is reality real, or are we living in an illusion, a cleverly constructed dream? Or, and this might be the wildest idea yet, could reality be both, real in some ways and illusory in others? Whatever your answer, one thing is certain: the question isn't going away anytime soon. As always, thank you for watching. Remember to stay curious, keep asking questions, and take comfort in the beauty of the mystery itself. Until next time, keep exploring.